Namaskar. Today we are going to do a few more combination practices in the Swarsaptak. Now the first combination goes like this. Sari sari gama gari sari gama pa 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 ma gari sari gama pa ma gari za za sari sari gama gari sari gama pa 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 ma gari sari gama pa ma gari za za sari sari gama gari sari gama pa 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 ma gari sari gama pa ma gari za za. I am doing this at a higher tempo, but when you first do this particular combination, take it to a lower tempo such that each and every note is perfect to the pitch, each and every note stands out clear, and all the notes are separate and distinct. That is, sa should be sa. I mean, we all know by now that sa should sound like sa. Okay. Sa re ga ma ga re, sa re ga ma pa pa, pa ma ga re, sa re ga ma pa ma ga re sa sa, sa re ga ma ga re, sa re ga ma pa pa, pa ma ga re, sa re ga ma pa ma ga re sa sa, sa re ga ma ga re, sa re ga ma pa pa, pa ma ga re, sa re ga ma pa ma ga re sa sa. Now once you have practiced these combinations slowly, then you go on to the higher tempo. Sari sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa 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 ma ga re, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa 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 ma ga re, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa 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 ma ga re, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa 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 ma ga re, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa sa. Okay. The next combination is sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa sa. Even while taking the breath, remember that you can skip one or two notes, you can sing two notes on one beat, or you can skip that particular block. Okay. Sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa sa. So all the notes should be very perfect to their own pitch. Ni, that is the ni of the Mandra Saptak. Ni sa sa ni sa sa. Okay. Now moving on to the next one. Sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma ga re sa ni dha ni sa sa, sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma ga re sa ni dha ni sa sa. So now the first combination is very similar to the previous one, the first part of this combination, and the second part of the combination is the tricky part, okay, because I am going to the dha of the Mandra Saptak. So what is happening is I am actually practicing a flow from Mandra Saptak to Madhya Saptak, at the same time from Madhya Saptak to Mandra Saptak. So there is a constant flow of the notes from one octave to the other octave. In this way, what happens is the flexibility of the voice is attained very easily. So sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa sa. This was one. This was the second one. The third one goes like this. Sari ga ma ga re, sari ga ma pa pa, sari ga ma ga re sa ni dha ni sa sa. Now when you reach dha in the lower octave, be very careful. Sing it to the perfect pitch. Sa ni dha ni sa sa, sa ni dha ni sa sa. Go slow. First go very slow. Take a hold on each and every note for a long time. Practice them and then go on to the speed or the higher rhythms. Okay. Sari sari gama gari sari gama pa pa, sari sari gama pa ma gari sani sa sa, sari sari gama gari sari gama pa pa, sari sari gama gari sani dhani sa sa, sari sari gama gari sari gama pa pa, sari sari gama pa ma gari sani sa sa, sari sari gama gari sari gama pa pa, sari sari gama pa ma gari sani sa sa, sari sari gama gari sari gama pa pa, sari sari gama gari sani dhani sa sa, sari sari gama gari sani dhani sa, sari sari gama gari sari gama pa pa, sari sari gama pa ma gari sani sa sa, sari sari gama gari sari gama pa pa, sari sari gama gari sani dhani sa sa. Now you have to keep on alternating these practices so that the flexibility is attained easily. Now why do we do these practices? Why do we want our voices to be very flexible? Because when we sing rags or when we practice rags, these combinations are all, preparation of beginning our practices in rags. Okay, so whenever we are singing a rag, there is a flow of notes. We have different notes and there are notes which are jumbled. The Swarsaptak is not then at that point of time sung as one note perfect to their pitch. We have mixed notes and we use different harkats, and this identification of the different notes that we are using in the harkats is very important, and doing the harkats is also very important, as a result of which we actually are able to create the ambience of a rag. So in order to do these harkats, we need a flexibility of the voice, and at the same time, as we practice these kind of combinations, we know our Swarsaptak better, we know the notes better, we have a practice of the notes. So it's very important that we practice movement from the lower octave to the higher octaves and the jumbling of the notes within the octaves, because knowing each and every note perfectly and separately is very important in order to understand or in order to learn and sing and perform the different rags. Okay, so these are all preparatory exercises, as we call them, in order to reach that stage where we can start singing rags, because rags are a very, very crucial and very important part of music. So before achieving or before going on to a stage to start singing rags, it's very important that our voice is trained and our voice is able to understand, identify the concepts, identify the basic structures on which a rag exists. Moving on to the next combination. Sariga sariga sari sariga ma pa 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 ma ga pa ma ga pa ma pa ma ga ri sa sa. Sariga sariga sari sariga ma pa 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 ma ga pa ma ga pa ma pa ma ga ri sa sa. Sariga sariga sari sariga ma pa 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 ma ga pa ma ga pa ma pa ma ga ri sa sa. Sariga sariga sari sariga ma pa 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 ma ga pa ma ga pa ma pa ma ga ri sa sa. You're going to practice this in the same way, first slowly and then at a faster pace. Sariga sariga sari sariga ma pa 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 ma ga pa ma ga pa ma ga ri sa sa. Sariga sariga sari sariga ma pa 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 ma ga pa ma ga ri sa sa. Sariga sariga sari sariga ma pa pa ma ga pa ma ga ri sa sa. Sariga sariga sari sariga ma pa pa ma ga pa ga ri sa sa. Do not forget the akar. When you practice these combinations slowly, practice the akars as well, the other vowels as well. Okay, and after that, when you do the higher tempos along with the note practices, do the akars in the faster tempos as well. This will help in preparing your voice. I'm going to share the later half of this particular practice. This practice is divided into two parts in a separate video. I'm going to share that part in a separate video, but before that, Keep practicing and keep learning. Now this particular practice is based in the Madhya Saptak and a part of the Mandra Saptak. The latter part of this practice is based mostly on the Madhya Saptak and some part of the higher octave, that is the Tar Saptak. So first we'll practice this part and then we'll move on to the higher notes. Okay, it's a very similar kind of combination, so I hope you will be able to understand and practice on your own. If you have any problem, please do ask me, and we'll meet in the next video, in the next class. Till then, keep singing and keep learning and definitely keep practicing. Namashkar.